Let's look at how to draw a column graph using this information about planets and their moons. Remember, to draw a column graph, we need to make sure that, like all graphs, the graph takes up most of the graph paper available. So we need to pick a scale that's nice and large. The number of moons that we have here will go on the vertical axis, on the y-axis, and the largest number we have is for Jupiter, and that's 67. So we need to make sure our scale goes all the way up to accommodate 67. Our planet names, the categories, will go along the horizontal, the x-axis, and we need to fit 8 columns onto our graph. So let's pick some suitable scales. Of course, when you draw a column graph, you'll be using a ruler, like me, but you will use a pencil. I'm using a pen so that it shows up on the camera. If we go up in tens, we should get to a good scale. We're using most of the graph paper, and we go up in even steps. So every 2 centimeters is going to be another 10. And along the bottom on the x-axis, we'll put the planets. We need to label the axes. So this bottom axis is the planets, and the y-axis, the vertical axis, is the number of moons. Now we're ready to plot our data onto our column graph. Mercury and Venus have no moons. Earth has 1. So we find Earth and we work out on our scale where 1 will be. There are 10 small lines between the 0 and the 10. So each small line is worth 1. So using our ruler, we will draw the top of the column on the 1 and join the sides to our x-axis. For Mars, we have 2 moons, so we need to count up 2 lines, draw across the top of the column, and then join our column to the x-axis. Jupiter, 67. So we look up our axis to 60. Each of our little lines is worth 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 67. Track across with the ruler. Line it up with Jupiter. Just going to check. Yep, that's in the right place. Draw the top of the column and then join that to the x-axis using our ruler. Saturn, 62, 60, 61, 62, Our column graph is complete. You can colour in the columns if you want to, but there's no need. You'll notice that there are gaps in between the columns, and each column is the same width. That's important for a column graph, and we also need a title. The title should refer to both of the axes. So a good title would be And there we have a column graph.